Thanks.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Oh, you know, living the dream.
Oh,
Living the dream.
we're going to the concession stand.
Across the way. I didn't think there were any open.
There is, because it's down and all the way.
Oh.
I'll go up here. You guys are going down there.
Sweet.
Okay, remind me, it's on. Good afternoon, Ames Flyers fans. We are live here at Wells Fargo, now known as the Casey Center in downtown Des Moines. Our Pee Wee Orange about to take on Des Moines White. Face-off was Lily Van Meer. Also on offense is Richie Peffer and Josh Schulin. Defense, we have Jude Schmidt and Eric Silty. We are currently battling the puck along the near boards in our defensive zone. Puck is behind the net. Lily trying to battle along the boards. She sends it up to Eric. Couldn't quite clear it yet. Des Moines picks it up. Jude protecting his goal. Des Moines currently with the puck, trying to make a pass to a teammate. Jude again fighting along the boards. Richie's got his stick on it. Into the neutral zone, the puck goes down into our offensive zone. We're going to have a line change as Des Moines picks up the puck. Out on the ice, Vitale, Pappas, Beasy, as the puck comes down into our defensive zone. Baker Williamson out there. Des Moines sends it towards the goal, and our goalie deflects it. Puck comes out into the neutral zone. Des Moines recovers it. Baker fighting along the boards, getting aggressive, trying to bring it into the offensive zone. Drew sends it over to Libby. Libby sends it up to Vitale. Des Moines picks it up. Thank you. Oh, two of our players bonged into each other. We're just getting warmed up out there, fans. Puck's back in the neutral zone. Looks like Ames is going to take a line change. Out on the ice comes Casson. Josh. Nope. Eric Silty. And Kiara Terry is also out there. I'm going to do my best, sports fans. These are new player names, new player numbers, new player positions. Jude sends it up to Casson. Casson gets mixed, or no, that's Wes. Wes gets mixed up in the neutral zone. Puck is live in our offensive zone. Let's see if we can recover it. Wes being aggressive. Gets the puck back into the offensive zone, fighting along the boards. It comes down, so our defense has to chase. Libby sends it behind the net. Jude tries to get a stick on it. Wes comes in along the boards. Recovered by Des Moines. Des Moines looked like they were trying to set up a play. Now we're fighting the puck along the boards again. Shoots, and our goalie deflects it. Nice job, Leon. Along the boards, sends it up to Henry. Henry brings it into the neutral zone, just misses it, and they're going to call an offsides. Out on the ice, we have Lily, Stella, Drew Beasy, Henry, and we got one more. Richie. Richie's out there. Puck comes into the neutral zone. Tries to pass to Henry. Henry skates, try and recover the puck. Des Moines comes back with it. Des Moines brings it into neutral zone. He's trying to push the puck. And that was a nice defensive move by Drew Beasy. Break up that play. Along the boards, send the puck into the neutral zone. Des Moines is going to recover, and Ames is going to go for a line change. Out on the ice comes Vitale. And I believe that's Grayson Sorensen. Grayson takes a shot on. Oh, and just missed, and he goes into the boards. Puck is still live behind the net. Des Moines comes away with it. They're going to bring it into the neutral zone. Jude tried to make a poke at it. They come around. They had a nice pass in front of the net, but it goes wide. And that is, sorry, fans at home, we're bringing up the ice. I'm not sure who that is. That was Drew Beasy taking a shot on goal. They keep it in at the blue line. Sorry, that was Eric Silty that took a shot on goal. My apologies. Puck comes all the way down, and that's going to be an icing call. Looks like Cassen's going to line up to take the face-off. He's out there with Baker. I think that might be Wes out on offense. They send it back to Stella. Stella sends it over to Drew. They send it in. Oh, goes just wide right, but it was almost in. Cassen battling in the offensive zone. Baker tries to come away with it. Cassen battling again against the board. Sends it back. Just misses one of his players, and Des Moines picks it up. They're bringing it into the neutral zone. And that's going to be an offsides on Des Moines. Out on the ice, Lily, Richie, Kiara on offense. Jude and Eric on defense. Puck's live behind our net. Jude picks it up, sends it along the boards. Richie tried to poke it into the neutral zone. Not quite there. Des Moines keeping it out so they don't have an offsides call. Kiera's battling hard along the boards. Kiera takes it along the board. She's looking who to pass to. She brings it in the neutral zone. She's fighting with some Bucs players. And Eric sends it deep into our offensive zone. Richie tried to get there first. Des Moines giving him some challenge. Lily had it. Shot on goal. Goalie blocked it with his pads. Nice shot, Lily. Bucs bring it back into the neutral zone, but Eric sends it the other way. Richie gets his stick on it. Jude takes it into the neutral zone. He's going to bring it into the offensive zone. He's lining up to take a shot on goal. Oh, again, against the goalie's pads. Nice shot, Jude Schmidt. Ames has it in the neutral zone. Trying to recollect. And the puck goes behind our net. Pass to center ice. He's lining up. Shot goes high and wide. Puck is loose. Who's going to recover? Fighting back and forth in the neutral zone. Puck pops out. Des Moines tries to set up. Looks like Grayson and Vitale out there fighting for it. Not sure what the whistle was for. It might have been an offsides I just didn't see. So we have Wes, Casson, and Josh on offense. Jude and Eric on defense. Jude tries to send it up to Wes. Wes couldn't quite get his stick on it. Puck going back and forth in our offensive zone. Wes recovers it. He's trying to bring it into the neutral zone. And I believe that's going to be a penalty on Des Moines. So Ames Flyers on the power play. First power play of the game. We have Jude and Eric on defense. Vitali, Grayson, and Baker on offense. Grayson takes the face-off, wins it, sends it back to Eric. Eric sends it, high in. Couldn't quite connect with the back of the net. And they're going to call high sticking, I believe. So the puck comes down to our defensive end. I believe that was Grayson with the face-off. Puck into the neutral zone. Baker giving some quick chase, and he takes the puck away, and he's headed towards the net. Grayson comes up with it. Shot on goal, blocked by a Des Moines Bucs defensive man. Jude sends it around. See who he can find. Eric sends it back in. Bucs pick up the puck. And that's going to be an icing call. Line change. We have Richie, Lily, and Kiara coming out for offense. Stella on defense along with Drew Beasy on defense. Lily with the face-off, giving some pressure behind the net. Kiara sends it towards the net. Unfortunately, hits one of her own players. Puck comes down. Defense is hustling to get there. Nice hustle by Ames. Drew giving some good pressure. Bucs pass, and Richie picks it up. He's going to bring it into offensive zone. A little pushing, a little shoving against the boards today. See who comes out with it. Back and forth, back into the neutral zone. Stella's going to give chase. She gets there, sends it back into the neutral zone, and that's going to be an offsides on Des Moines. We have Henry Casson with the face-off, and I believe Wes is out there. For offense, Jude and Drew on defense. Des Moines Bucs bringing it towards our net. They're trying to set up a shot. Drew tried to poke it out of the way. Shot on goal, recovered by our goalie. Nice block by goalie Leon Fons. Casson takes the face off. Des Moines Bucs have it along the near boards. They're trying to set up a play and pass it, but Wesley's getting in the middle of it, trying to break it up. He's giving chase. They send it towards the goal. Des Moines lines up, and they send it up top shelf. Nice shot by Des Moines. Grayson taking the face off along with Baker and Vitale out on offense. We have Eric and Jude on defense. Bucs bringing into our offensive zone. Oh, and there's going to be a call on Vitale. He was trying to go for the puck and his arms went up, and now there's some words being had on the ice. Lining up for the face-off. Looks like it's going to be Grayson. Jude's out on defense. And there was a whistle. Not sure what that was for. Ref came over to talk to the Des Moines Bucs bench. I think ref's just making clear maybe what the penalty is. Now we have a face-off. Grayson going after the puck. Des Moines recovers. We've got Baker out there. He sends the puck into the neutral zone. A little bit of back and forth on these near boards. Baker, Grayson, Eric, Jude out on the ice right now as we are on the penalty kill. Oh, Baker gave some great chase for that puck. He is a hustler. Jude trying to mess up their play, fighting with it along the boards. Des Moines going to set up their play. Puck goes behind the net. Drew Beasy giving some defense behind the net. Puck comes out. Baker recovers it. He tries to send it into the neutral zone. And that's the end of the first period. Des Moines Bucs 1, Ames Flyers 0. We will start this second period on the penalty kill. So Richie and Lily line up on offense, and we have Stella and I believe Drew Beasy on defense. Lily fighting hard for the puck, currently in our offensive zone. Richie tries to keep the puck, and he keeps it in. Oh, Lily almost could connect with it. Just missed. Stella recovers, tries to send it back into the neutral zone. Back and forth. Richie picks it up. Richie's going to bring it. See, shot. Took it from far back. Kept the puck in. And now we have all 5 on the ice. That shot goes just wide of the net. Casson, Wes, Henry, Jude, and Eric out on the ice. Casson with the face-off. Casson giving chase. Looks like Wes is too, battling in the near corner. Casson gets a stick on it. Wes turns around, takes a shot on net, right into the goalie's chest. Nice shot by Wes. Grayson, Vitali, and Josh on offense. Jude and I believe that's Eric on defense. Eric sends it almost from the blue line, and the goalie gloves it. Nice shot by Eric. Ames trying hard to keep the puck in the offensive zone. Bucs recover it. They're bringing it down the ice. Eric, nice. Knocks that puck out. Grayson trying to bounce it in the neutral zone. Didn't quite make it there. Des Moines turning around. Got some action in front of the net. Des Moines bringing it around. Behind the net. Grayson sends it up to Josh. Josh battling along the boards. Eric comes in to help him out. Got their stick on it. Sent it up to Vitali. Vitali brings it into the neutral zone. They've got space between Grayson and Vitali, and it comes back into the neutral zone. Thank you. Ooh, Baker trying to send it into the offensive zone. We have a line change. Richie's coming out. Drew's coming out. Stella. Shot on goal, and our goalie covers it with his glove. That was Lily with the face-off. Stella sends it along the boards. Richie picks it up, trying to use the boards. Des Moines comes away with it. Lily. Send it along the boards. Des Moines recovers. Stella taking it behind the net. Sends it up to Richie. Richie picks it up, brings it in the neutral zone. He's looking for his teammates. He's got pressure. brings it into the neutral zone, and that's going to be a penalty on Des Moines. So Ames Flyers goes back on the power play. Out on the ice, Casson, Wes, Jude, Kiara, Henry, and I believe that's Eric. Casson's going to take the face off. Wes sends it towards the goal. Goalie deflects with his stick. And they send it all the way down the ice. And that's going to be an icing call. Casson lines up to take the face off. Puck goes behind our net. Fighting along the boards between let's see, that's Wes. Wes takes a shot towards the goal. Casson tries to get in there. Jude sends it towards the goal. And that one bounces in. Jude Schmidt with a goal from almost the blue line. I think the goalie's not quite sure how that went in. Nice shot by Jude. So we're at about 9:40 left in the second period. Des Moines Bucs 1, Ames Flyers 1. We are battling currently in the neutral zone. Let's see who is out on ice. Grayson, Vitali, Stella, Drew, and Kiara. Stella tries to hit to keep it in, and she pokes, keeps that puck in our offensive zone. Comes into the neutral zone. We try to connect with it. Kiara turns it around. Des Moines blocks. Fighting along the boards in our defensive zone. Let's see who pops out with it. Vitali's there. Grayson tries to send it. Kiara's got her stick on it. Vitali sends it, and they're going to go for a line change. Des Moines will go after the puck and recover it. Eric and Jude come out for defense. Grayson is out there. Richie is out there. And I believe that's Josh. Lily lines up to take the face-off, along with Richie and Josh. Jude and Drew on defense. Jude recovers, bounces it into the neutral zone. Gets past a Des Moines player, so now he's got to make chase. They send it back in all the way, and I believe that's going to be an icing. Yep. Lily takes the face off. She has Richie and Josh up there on offense. Jude and Drew on defense. Puck is live in front of the net. Des Moines tries to recover. Sends it up. Drew keeps it in. It bounces into the neutral zone. Jude is there. He's going to carry the puck behind the net. See where he can send it. Uses the boards. Bucs come up with it. Send it wide left. And that looked like an elbow to the head, but guess not. Jude being tough out there. Puck goes towards net, just wide. Lily and Drew behind the net. Leon covers it. Nice job by our goalie. Casson, West, and Baker out for offense. Stella and I believe that's Eric. Nope, that's Drew out on defense. Sorry, fans. I'm trying. I'm learning. Puck live in the neutral zone. Wes is trying to get after it. They send it back into our offensive zone. Icing. Casson lines up to take the face-off along with Wes and Baker on offense. We have Stella and Drew on defense. Des Moines recovers it, and they are going fast after the puck. Drew is also going fast. Has a nice poke. Shot on goal went just left. Drew sends it along the boards, trying to connect with Wes. Stella using the boards, trying to send it up. Not enough behind it yet. So it is still in our defensive zone. Baker tries to step up, loses his wheels. Good effort by Baker. He's still fighting for it, and he's along the boards. Puck is live behind the net. Stella gives chase. She sends it up to Wes. Wes tries to send it in the neutral zone. Doesn't quite make it. Shot towards goal. Goes wide left. And Baker now has the puck. He brings it into the neutral zone. And I believe that's going to be a penalty. Penalty against Des Moines for, I'm not sure, some sort of checking into the boards. Lining up for the face-off. Vitaly, Grayson, and I believe that's Henry, Jude, and Eric, I think, on defense. Shot towards goal, goes wide right. Eric takes it, sends it center. Grayson was there, shot on goal. Vitaly's still there, still alive, and it goes in. They did not give up on that puck, and they found a way to make it to the back of the net. I believe that was a goal by Vitaly. Nice job, Ames Flyers. 3:36 left in the second period. Ames Flyers 2, Des Moines 1. Face-off was Lily. Puck comes into our defensive zone. Shot on goal, and Leon blocks it with his body. Eric and Jude for defense. Richie, Lily, and Kiara on offense. Uses the boards, gets it past a Des Moines player, sends it up. Oh, we almost got it out, but Des Moines came back with it. Shot on goal. Leon covers. Casson, Wes, and Baker out for offense. Drew and Stella on defense. Casson takes the face off, tries to get the puck to go the other way. Drew sends it behind the net. Wes picks it up. Wes sends it up to Casson. Casson's got space. Shot on goal, right into the goalie's face mask. Casson backwards pass, didn't realize his players were in the zone, so that's an offsides on Ames. Casson, Wes, and Josh on offense. Casson sends the puck into the offensive zone. It comes back into neutral. Stella goes after it, tries to connect with one of her players. Des Moines bringing it up along the boards. Casson gives a little pressure behind the net. Josh tries to send it into the neutral zone. A little back and forth, live in the neutral zone. Drew sends it back in. Josh gives some chase. Des Moines gets there first. Wes giving some pressure. Casson is there to also give some pressure. Des Moines comes around. And a nice poke by Stella to break up that play. Des Moines still has it. Shot towards goal, blocked by Leon's pads. Des Moines sets it up from the blue line. Shot goes wide right. And that is Baker. Baker giving some hustle towards the puck. We'll have a line change. Grayson comes out. Jude comes out. Vitale and Eric. Des Moines bringing it up the ice. And blocked by Leon. Puck bounced. We thought it was going to roll in. It rolled out. Jude takes it. He's going to bring it up the ice. He finds some space. Pass to Grayson. Grayson shot on goal with a nice glove save by Des Moines Bucs. That was a nice play by Ames. And that brings us to the end of the second period. Ames Flyers 2, Des Moines Bucs 1. To start the third period, it looks like we have Lily lining up to take the face-off. Kiara and Richie also out there for offense. We have Jude and Eric on defense. Lily lines up, puck drops, some back and forth in the neutral zone. Jude just misconnecting with that puck. Richie getting in there, getting a little aggressive against the boards. Can't quite clear the puck either way. Jude tries to send it along the boards. Richie picks it up. Let's see if he can carry it into the neutral zone. Still skating along with it. Has some Des Moines players in his way. Des Moines comes up with it. Kiara's going to give some pressure. That was a nice poke by Richie. Try and break up that play. Bucs send it into our defensive zone. Eric sends it to Jude. Jude passes it up in the boards. Trying to connect with Richie. Just misses. Des Moines brings it back towards the goal. Jude tries to break up that play. And Eric gives a nice poke to break that up. Richie breaks up that pass. Lily gets her stick on it. Can't quite get it out into the neutral zone yet. Jude, backwards pass, sends into the neutral zone. They're going to have to regroup. Give a little pressure, Ames. Puck is live in the neutral zone. And I believe that was an offsides on Des Moines. Casson lines up to take this face off. He's got Henry and I believe Baker out there. Is that Baker or Wes? No, that's Wes. Casson connects with it, brings it into the neutral zone, sends it up to Wes. Wes brings it into the offensive. He's got Casson. Goes wide left. Casson along the board, sends it over to Henry. We had all three Ames players along the boards. Need to be spaced out, I think, a little bit more. Buck goes through neutral zone. They're not going to call icing. They're going to wave it off. Stella gets her stick on it, sends it up the boards. Wes connects with it. He's looking to pass it up. Casson's got some space. Casson's got some ice. Shot on goal. Blocked. Couldn't get our rebound. They got to hustle back. Des Moines has space and players. Stella's getting in there. Casson's getting in there. And there was a whistle. Grayson, Vitale, and Josh on offense. Jude and Eric on defense. Puck's live in the neutral zone. Grayson battling along the boards. Sends it into the offensive zone. Eric's going to line up, send it towards the goal. Goes just left. Thought maybe that could bounce in. Vitale battling along the boards. Josh misses connecting with it. Bucks pick it up, brings it into the neutral zone. Grayson picks it up. Sends it behind the net. Not enough on it, and he realized a Bucks player picked it up. Bucks pick it up behind our net. We're on defense. Grayson's in the right place at the right time. Brings it into the neutral zone. Passes up to Vitale. Vitale's coming off the ice. We've got a line change. Josh, Grayson, Eric, Richie, and Jude out on the ice right now. Richie giving some chase. Sends the puck almost to the neutral zone. Not quite there. Grayson's got his stick on it. Des Moines pokes it away. Richie gets a stick on it again. Grayson sends it. He's going to come off the ice, and Lily's going to come on. Puck is live. Baker, Lily, Richie. Drew sends it up to Baker. Baker tries to bring it in. Still live in the neutral zone. Stella, I think that was Stella with a good connection on the puck. Lily trying to send it backwards. Drew sends it behind the ice. Connects, unfortunately, with a Bucs player. Stella gets in there. Lily bringing it behind the net. I believe that is Baker along the boards. Getting into it. Bucs have it. Richie breaks up that play. Now Lily pokes it away. Kiara's getting in the way. Stella sends it behind the net. And it bounces into the neutral zone. Bucs are going to go after it. We're going to have a bit of a line change. Jude and Eric come out for defense. Cass and Wes on offense. Puck is live in the neutral zone. Jude has it, trying to set up a play. Sends it up to Wes. Wes brings it into the offensive zone. Shot towards goal. Oh, and Casson was ready for the rebound. Not quite. Good hustle by Ames. Casson lines up to take the face off, along with Kiara and Wes. Jude and Eric on defense. Puck is live. Wes gets a stick on it, tries to bring it towards the goal. He's bringing it around the back. Oh, puck is live in front of the goal. Bucs pick it up. And that's probably going to be a tripping call on Wes. So Bucs on the power play. Ames penalty kill work ahead. Line change. Grayson Vitale out for offense. Jude and Eric on defense. Puck comes down to our offensive zone. Grayson takes the face off. Bucs with the puck, trying to line up a play. Eric there with a great defensive block. Puck behind our net. They're trying to bring it around. Jude trying to push him wide. Bucs with a nice setup. Didn't quite connect. That puck almost went over the blue line. Again with a nice centering pass. Jude tries to get there first. Puck is still alive. That was a nice defense, and Vitale sends it out. Nice penalty kill by that line. Richie comes in. Drew comes in. Stella. Lily. And who picked that up? Richie picked that up. That was a nice block by Richie. Bucs take it back. We are still on the penalty kill. That was a pass backwards, but they didn't have a player there. Puck in the neutral zone. Bucs trying to set up another play. We are now at full strength. So Henry comes on. And Henry's giving chase towards the puck. See who gets there first. Drew sends it back to Stella. Stella sends it into our offensive zone. We've got Henry and, let's see, Casson comes on the ice. Casson tries to get the puck. He's going to get a penalty. Maybe not. Yep. Tripping on Casson. So Ames goes on another penalty kill. Let's see if we can hold strong. There's about 3 minutes left in this third period. They got to stay focused. Grayson comes in for the faceoff. Jude, Vitale, and Bucs don't have enough players out there. Jude, Vitale. One more out there. I think it might be Eric. And with the face-off, Grayson sends it behind the net. Eric tried to do something with it around the boards. They're trying to set up their passes. Ames just trying to get in the way, survive another penalty kill. A little bit of pressure by Vitale. A little bit of pressure by Grayson to block that. Jude's on top of it, sends it around the boards. Vitale there with some pressure. Eric's got the puck, and he's going to bring it into the... Oh, almost brought it into the neutral zone. He lost his stick and his glove. Ames has got to hustle. Again, Des Moines trying to set up a play. Ames giving some good defense. Eric with a good block. They're going to set it up again. Goes wide left. Bucs looking to set up another play. Vitale giving some pressure. Puck goes into the neutral zone. They're going to have to regroup. Richie comes onto the ice. Jude and Grayson set up. Shot on goal. Bounced off Leon's pads. Puck back into our offensive zone. And the puck comes all the way back. That's going to be an icing call. And we are now full strength with 1:19 left. Lily lines up to take the face off. She has Josh, and we send it back to the blue line. I believe that's Richie. Richie sends it up to Lily. Lily sends it towards the goal. Blocked by goalie's stick. That was a nice shot by Lily. 1:11 left. Lily's going to line up again to take the face off. Baker, Lily, Richie, offense. Drew and Stella, defense. Send it back to defense. Stella sends it towards the goal. Picks up by a Buck player. Richie getting in there. Goal goes behind the net. Or puck goes behind the net. Baker's there with some good defense. Trying to block that up. Puck is still alive in our offensive zone. Drew fighting along the near boards. Centering pass. And Bucs had a shot on goal, got their own rebound, blocked by Leon. Casson and Wes and Kiara come out for offense. Jude and Eric on defense. Casson lines up to take the face off. 29 seconds left. Des Moines pulls their goalie. So with the face-off, trying to get it into the neutral zone. Lost some gas. West sends it towards the open goal, and it just misses an open net. We are still playing. Oh, pardon me. They called icing. I didn't hear the whistle. Everybody was paying attention to the puck on an open net. So I guess that was an icing call. So puck comes down. once again to our defensive zone. 10 seconds left. I think they are dealing with the clock, trying to reset it. 17 seconds left. Caston's going to line up to take the face-off. Bucs still have pulled their goalie. We have a 6-on-5 for the last 17 seconds. Jude picks up the puck, battling along the boards. Let's see who pops out with it. Caston gets in. They're just going to hold the puck. 5-4. Puck comes around. That was a nice defensive play. And the Flyers win this one. 2-1. They face off the same team in about 15 minutes.